We're here with Coach and Rebecca Arnone, or also known as Becca Arnone, after a 62-46 victory in the first round, or also called the quarterfinals of the NEWMAC tournament here. First off, congrats, Coach and Becca. Just kind of talk about it, the win tonight here, Coach.
Thanks, Matt. MIT is a formidable opponent, and we were really nervous about the matchup because they play such good defense. And Rachel Hunt, their senior, has really come a long way and has a strong presence in the post, along with Dramas and Cordell. They're just phenomenal. So we had a game plan to really shut down their touches. Becca was a big part of that game plan, and we just knew it was going to be a tough 40 minutes, and we had to play consistently for 40 minutes. And we almost did it. We came out with the win, but at times, it was a gut check for this team who's never been to playoffs. Nobody on our team has ever made it to playoffs, and I think at moments tonight they caught themselves and were like, wow, we're really doing it. And when they just played and didn't think about it, we were at our best.
Yeah, Becca, kind of talk about your game tonight. 13 points, and of course you contributed to on the other parts, with 6 rebounds, 4 assists. But just kind of talk about your game tonight. What was working for you, and also if you want to talk about from a player's perspective, just as Coach talked about. Again, I know you don't have any playoff experience, so this was your first time along with your teammates too.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's nerve-wracking going in, being the first time, but as long as we stick together as a team, I think that's really where we succeed. Composure down in the end, and really working together, sticking to the game plan, what Coach tells us what to do, and really shutting down the main players that we need to.
And what worked for you tonight? What did you do well tonight?
Defense, I guess. Yeah.
I think her big challenge was she's very aggressive, and she harnessed that aggressiveness, and so she didn't get in foul trouble, and she was in the right place and made MIT's players that she was defending, struggle a little bit without fouling them, where she gets sometimes too aggressive, and she's learned that, the hand check and stuff is a big piece of the game this year, so she was the most consistent defensively that she's been all year tonight.
Yeah, let's kind of talk about defense tonight too. You hold them to a total of 19 of 75. They only converted 19 of 75 field goals tonight. So defense obviously was a big factor. Coach, what did you see? And then Becca, just kind of talk about from playing defense, and really in the second half, early on in the second half, you guys really clamped down on them.
Yeah, do you want to talk about that?
Sure. I think sometimes we're not in a groove together as a team, and I think today we really stuck to it, playing 32 and really talking to each other, passing the players off and whatnot, and we really connected tonight, which really worked for us.
And we did, in the second half, we did a triangle and 2, and it was really effective as far as Becca's role and Kristen Ferrari's role in it, and then Laura Pierce, Kylie Shoemaker, and Abby Brickley held down that triangle zone. But the piece that you see that we suffered with was we gave them 26 offensive rebounds, and so therefore they had 75 attempts, which is a ton of attempts.
Right.
But the 26 offensive rebounds came from us playing matchup zone and kind of junk defense, which is harder to rebound out of. So you have to give forth that extra effort to find somebody when you're in that matchup.
And again, kind of, so what was working that second half? I mean, really, in the second half early on there, Coach, I mean, you guys really got going. You were able to, again, going back to the word using clamp in a way, that you guys were able to kind of clamp them down. And you were able to kind of get, layups on the left side a lot, too, or more the right side for them. You guys were able to find some openings, too. What did you see in that second half that really kind of propelled you guys to take that lead that you guys had at halftime and really kind of secure it?
Being aggressive against a team that's going to body you up and man you up, and I think that's something LP did really well tonight, which is uncomfortable for her. I think Kylie did it. I think Brick did it at times. Even Fitzy did it, like attacking them when they play close to us, and then they would foul us or give us better shot opportunities. And then defensively, the word that was up here, it was discipline. Like, it was just being disciplined defensively and forcing them to take shots they didn't want to take, and then rebounding, which obviously we could have done better.
We'll just kind of talk about from Becca, from your perspective going into this game again. I just want to go back to the fact that, again, this team has not appeared in the NEWMAC tournament since 2010. And they actually hosted a game against Smith that was here in 2010 in the first round. Kind of the mindset going in, just what was working, what was the mindset from the players' perspective going in? What did you or the other players kind of talk about? What did Coach kind of preach? And how were you guys able to get that first victory since 2010?
Not to be repetitive, but discipline is really what it came down to. I think lately we haven't been all there mentally in the game, and today that was the big focus. And I think at times you saw a lull in our play, and sometimes one of us would get down, but the rest of us were there to pick each other up, and that was really the mindset and to make it to the next round. So.
Coach and Becca, we'll close it with this. This is the first time again that in 4 years since women's basketball has made it to the semifinals. This year, the site is not Babson Park, it's Smith College. Just kind of talk about, again, going into this weekend. Right now, I know the opponent is going to be either Coast Guard or Springfield, two obviously very good opponents right there. But what you guys hope to accomplish over the next couple of days to get ready for the semifinals?
Yeah, I'll start, I guess. We're excited to go. That was the goal, to get through this game and then focus on the next step, and I want them to enjoy it tonight and then start focusing on Coast Guard or Springfield. I'm sure that game's over. I just haven't seen the score yet. Tomorrow and Friday, and this team understands game plan is so important to us, and now they're at the end of the road. It's not like it's the middle of the season, so I believe this got us over the hump tonight to give us that confidence. The assistant coaches, Becky Aitchison and Stacey Bilodeau, were talking in pregame about they thought we lacked confidence, and I was like, do you think that's really it? And that's why they were saying we're inconsistent, because in my mind, we've been so good this year, we should have plenty of confidence. But I think this is what this group needed, especially the juniors and the seniors, to know that we can do it, and now anything's possible. We just had to get there, and I'm so happy for these guys, and Sarah Fitzgerald, Lauren McClellan, and Laura Pierce, who's a junior but really a senior, to finally do what they wanted to do, and to go to Northampton is fine. I think our record is better away than home this year anyway. I don't know where they're going to fit all our fans. That's the biggest question. So everybody should come to Northampton 3 o'clock. Pack the house at Ainsworth Gym, and we'd love your support, right? Do you have any friends?
Becca, we'll close with you. Just talk about again, you finally gotten over that hump. It's been a few years, so again, what are the players going to do from players' perspective to get ready for the semifinals?
Like Coach says, stick to the game plan, do what needs to get done, and also she always says never take anything for granted. So we have to go in there, being prepared for a good team to play against, and just go in there and lay it on the line like it's the last game. So.
Sounds good. Well, Coach, Becca, congrats on the win. Best of luck in Northampton.
Thanks, Matt.